Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you all the basics of Google Forms. So what you want to do is first you want to visit Google and then tap here the icon beside your profile. So type this icon and go to Forms. Here you will be able to find Forms. So just click Forms, or you can just open a new tab and write Forms. And the first link is from Google Forms and it is the same page. Now we have a lot of templates here, and these are just 5 templates, but if you click on template gallery, you're gonna be able to see a lot of different templates, and within these templates you can choose what you would like to, what kind of form you would like to create. For example, if we create a contact information form, then just tap on the contact information form, and once the template is loaded, you're going to be able to see a lot of options. So first here is going to be the name of the form. Let's change that, and let's change it to contact RK. Okay, and here are all the basic like questions that this template already has, and there is an image which you can change. You can add your own image, you can upload image or add from the themes, and you can go to photos and add from photos or Google Drive or Google Images, or by just URL copying and pasting a URL. So we are just going to upload a photo from our computer, so just select that and select a photo. Okay, so there is a specific resolution that it requires. 800 into 200 pixels. Okay, let's try with another one. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay, so as you can see, once the image is loaded, you're gonna be given two options. One is cancel and the other one is save. So just click save, and the image is going to be saved. Now here you can edit all the questions. For example, if you click here, you can edit the question and make it, what is your name? And then you can change the font. You can make the font bold, select the font and make it bold. You can do italic. You can, again, when you do change fonts in Google Form, make sure you're selecting the everything, and then you can make it italic, underline it, and you can even insert a link. When you insert a link, just go and let's say you want to insert this link, so just copy and paste the link, Control C, Control V, and then click OK. And then here is remove formatting, so that like the formatting is gone. So here is like, so this was all you can do, and from here you will be able to choose how can people answer your question. For example, for this question, let's just keep it as a normal text. And for this question, let's say you want it to be a paragraph. So then people will be able to write paragraphs here. But let's say if you want to have a multiple choice, then you can give options. For example, Brad, you can add another option and say, if you click here add option, you're going to be able to add more and more options. So we're not going to do that. And then we have checkboxes. So checkboxes are like similar to multiple choice, but with multiple choice you don't get the option of this checkbox, but with checkbox you do. And then you can add drop downs. Again, it's kind of same to the multiple choice question, but it will be stacked into one, and you're gonna have to open the drop down in order to see. And then you can upload file. So the participant or like the forms you're building, so let's say you want them to include a CV, so you can allow them to include a CV, allow specific file types. When you click on that, then click on document or spreadsheet or PDF or video or presentation, drawing, images, audio. You can select any one of these options. Just select any one of these options and then select the number of files. You can select one, you can select 5 or 10, up to 10. You can select up to 10, and then select the maximum size of the file they will upload. And then after you're done, you can just hit publish from here. So we have linear scale. So from here you can like select 1 to like 10, or like label these options as well. And then we have rating. You can give rating, like you can ask a specific question that how would you rate this product. Let's say you add an image for this specific question, and you go and choose an image, and then you say like what would you what would you rate this cat. And then you select a rating bar, so people will be allowed to rate this question. And you can select how much, like if you want them to rate from 5 or like from 10, you can go up to 10. And you can change the icon as well, the icon of your rating bar. So that was rating. And then we have multiple choice grid. Now the multiple choice grid is again same as multiple choice question, but the multiple choice question was you know down, like sequentially was going down, and the grid is going like this, like one question here and the one question here, side by side. And then we have checkbox grid. This and this are the same, and this are the same. And then we have date. So you can add date, any specific date, and like the let's say if you add what is your birth date, what is your birth date. Let's preview that. So here, what is your birth date? Your participants are going to be able to choose a birth date from here. So after that we have time. Again, let's say the question is what time were you born. What time were you born? So if you preview the file now from here, we are going to explore all of these icons. This is preview. Just know that this icon is preview, and you can preview means how your audience is gonna see the form. So what time were you born? You can just select the time from here. So that's that. So this was all of the questioning features, that features you can add in your questions. And this is the title of the form, and here you can add a description of the form. And you can also add questions here and import questions from another, like your drive or another form or form which are shared with you. And then you can add image, which I already showed you, which is very easy. You can add video, you can copy, you can search videos from YouTube and just add it. Let's say search for USA and just click on a video and insert. So the video is inserted now. And then you can add selection as well. So the add selection thing, how it works is that after one section, sorry, this was add section. So like this is a set of questions and this is another set of question. If you go to preview from here, then you will see the first page only contains 2 questions. If you go to next, then you're going to be able to see the next page contains all the other questions. So this is how questioning works. So that was it. And from here you can customize the theme, you can change the header text, you can change the question text. As you can see, if I change the question text, the text of the question, here you hear the let's write something. and let's change it to impact. So as you can see, the font is already changed. You can change the body text as well, and you can choose the header. You can choose a color. As you can see, the section's color is changing. You can choose a background for your form, any color you would like from the theme, and then you can preview from here. You can undo and redo from here, and you can just copy the responder link, and you can copy it and share it privately, or you can just publish it, and you can add another person so that they will be able to edit your form, and they will be able to publish your form as well. And from here you can make a copy of your form. You can move it to trash. You can pre-fill the form. What is pre-filling the form is like you can fill the form before releasing it, like fill all the answers and then get a link. And then you can get add-ons. There are a lot of add-ons. You can see the keyboard shortcuts from here, all the shortcuts, necessary shortcuts that you will be able to use in Google Forms. And then you can see add-ons from here. So what add-on does is like you can add different features from add-ons. For example, if you say timer, right, then if you add this one, and if you click install and continue, and then select all and then continue, done. So this extension is installed. Let's refresh it and click here for the add-ons, and click on timer for Google Form and click open. Wait till it opens. Sign in from Google, select your ID, select continue, hit continue again. Now as you can see, you have a timer option. Let's say we give a 1 minute timer here, and you give it an instruction like good luck, and forms open at, let's say, okay, you cannot set this option. This is a premium option, so you cannot do that. So once you're done, you can just preview it. So the form will look something like this. Once you enter your full name, let's say you enter your name, click start, and once you start, here you can see a timer. So like the timer starts. So there are a lot of add-ons in this Google Forms we're going to explore. I'm gonna make a detailed in-depth video and create a perfect Google form for you, and then I'm gonna create forms for questions, quizzes, and all of these. So, and from here, once you publish the Google form, from here you will be able to see all the responses, and you can link it to Sheet as well, so that you can collect all the data automatically. And here from settings, you can make it a quiz. You can choose if you're going to collect the email of your responses or not. You can choose if if you want to allow them to edit their question, edit their answers or not. If you can choose if you limit their response to one time, or they can, you know, response multiple times or not. From presentation, you can choose to have a progress bar, shuffle questions, or you can edit the confirmation message. Usually after you're done editing your Google Forms, you're just going to get a message that your response has been submitted and the time recorded. You can now close the page, but you can change it to just like thank you, and you can hit save. And you can view results summary, and you can disable autosave for all respondents. These are all the things you can do from settings. And default, like there are collect email address, do not collect, you can do verified. So the respondent will be required to sign into Gmail in order to, in order to answer your forms. And you can make questions required by default. If you do that, then all the questions will be required to answer by default. So that was all for today's video. If you wish, if you wish, I'm gonna make a more detailed video on Google Forms. Till then, bye bye.